This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. I like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. This is the understanding of Revelation chapter 21. This is Revelation 21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. What is this new heaven and this new earth? Meaning the new rulership that shall take place on planet Earth, which shall be the kingdom of heaven, aka the kingdom of Israel. And the first earth will pass away. What is the first earth? The first earth is what you presently living in. All right, this rulership was made for many. That's why we've had so many different nations at some point of time throughout history has had their dynasty, has had their empires. So that earth, that old earth, which you currently living in, is passed away, because a new earth, a new way, all right, a new heaven shall be established, which shall be established forever, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is the kingdom of Israel, which is where the so-called, what you know today as the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American shall be put on top, shall have rulership. All right? And there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven. And what is this holy city? What is the New Jerusalem? What you know today as the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, because they are the Israelites, which they represent Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven. And like I said, those are the Israelites, but not just any Israelites. These are the elect and the remnant, the 1/3 of Israel. All right, the 33.3% of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that's gonna come back to their heritage, knowing that they are the true biblical Israelites that's gonna do the will of the Father to the best of their abilities, and keep the faith of Yahweh Shai, who are predestined from the beginning, man, to make it. All right, that is that holy city. That is that New Jerusalem that's gonna be coming down from God out of heaven. How they're gonna be coming down from heaven? Out of what the world Italy call UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel in the scriptures. Or what you know, what some people know as chariots, when you listen to old Negro spirituals. All right, they got songs called "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, Coming Forth to Carry Me Home." Well, guess what? That song right there, that is the example of what's happening in this verse in this chapter, man. All right, that's going to be New Jerusalem, the holy city, coming down out of the chariots, like the song say. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. And that's exactly what's going to happen, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect, that chariot shall swing low, beam them up, and carry them home. And where is home? The land of Israel. All right? That's where the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans shall be going. Back home to Israel, as the song say. And I saw John, the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. So who's the bride? Israel, the elect in the 1/3. And who's the husband? Yahweh Shai, who you instantly call Jesus Christ. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, "Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will deal with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God." That's right. The tabernacle of God is going to be with men. All right, it's going to dwell in us. No longer will we have to open up the scriptures to read to see if we're going off. All right, it's going to be in us to do right, man. It's going to be built in us, man. No longer will every man have to teach his kids and his kids' kids what to do and what not to do according to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. It's going to be in us, man. It's going to be built in us to know what to do. So the tabernacle of God is going to dwell in us, meaning the word, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God. And God shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. That's right, man. We're going to have new bodies, man. All right. It's going to be a new earth, man. No longer are we going to be living in an oppressed state. No longer we're going to be in the ghettos and the barrios. No longer we're going to be working 9 to fucking 12-hour shifts. You know what I'm saying? Getting paid pennies. All right. No longer we're going to be getting gunned down in the streets. So much goddamn gunfire in your neighborhood. You got to sleep on the floor so no stray bullets hit you. You know, we ain't going to have to worry about that no more, man. Gonna have to be worried about getting oppressed by all these different nations that's surrounding us, man. We're gonna be, hey man, we're gonna be lifted up, man. All right, we're gonna be lifted up out of hell, man. We're gonna be put in heaven, man. That's what's to come, man. The rulership of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. The former things are passed away, man. The former oppressive slave state that we've been in, hey, that shit gonna be passed away, man. We ain't gonna have nothing but tears of joy, man. This is what we about to receive. Anything we want, we're going to be able to get, man. That's the good news, man. Verse 5, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I made all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. That's right, man. These words are true and faithful, man. This shit is about to happen, man. All things shall be new, man. No more eating GMO foods, man. All this goddamn bullshit food that Esau got out here, man, that causes cancer. Hey, man, we're going to be eating real nutritious food, man. All right. Our body's gonna be looking immaculate out here, man. All right, you got all these damn different cancers and diabetes and man, listen, man. When we in our kingdom, we ain't gonna have none of this sickness, man. None of that gonna be going on, man. Verse 6. And he said unto me, it is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. And what is that water? What is the fountain? What is the fountain of the water of life freely? These scriptures, man. All right. This is why Yahushua died, man, to unseal the book, so you could get this understanding. This is how we know the understanding of Revelation now, man. The book was unsealed, man, because of Yahushua, man. You got to go through Yahushua to get the true understanding of this text, man. You can't get it no other way, man. You can't get into the kingdom of heaven no other way, man. On this first go round. All right. On this first go round, this only for the elect and the 1/3. But yet all of Israel shall be saved. Because the rest of Israel, although they may see death on this go round, they shall be reborn back into the kingdom of heaven, man. Verse 7, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. See, he that overcometh what? This hellhole that you know is America, man. All right, this hellhole that you know is as the beast. All right, you don't know it's the beast, but the scripture calls it the beast. All right, what you know is EU, NATO, America, this whole power structure. He that overcometh that, man. All right, that overcometh the beast, man. That is the beast in the scripture. The beast is EU, NATO, and then the whore that rideth upon the beast, that's America, man. This whole power structure, man. So if you're able to overcome this power structure, man, and continue to do the will of the Father, all right, continue to keep the faith of Yahushua, and you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, according to your father, not according to how you look, then guess what? If you overcome, guess what? This is what you're gonna inherit. You're gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven, because you shall receive salvation, man. Verse 8, but the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And see, this is what all you damn goddamn can't get rights. All right, you lawless ass people out here that want to do in and everything except for what the Father say. All right, you an unbeliever. You don't believe in the scriptures. All right, you got other things you want to believe in. You rather trust in man than Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Half of you don't even know who Yahweh or Yahweh Shai is. All right, you still running around here believing in white boy Jesus. All right, all y'all gonna receive, all y'all gonna receive a recompense of fire, man. Which is the second death, man. All right, them ICBM missiles gonna light your asses up, man. That's what y'all gonna receive, man. Verse 9. And there came unto me one of the seven angels which had the seven vials full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither. I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And like I said, we already know who the bride is, man. It's the Israelites. They're elected in the 1/3, 33.3% of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that's going to come back to your heritage, do the will of the Father, keep the faith of Yahweh Shai. You the bride. And who's the lamb? Which is the lamb's wife? And who's the lamb? Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And that angel that got the seven vials full of the seven last plagues, hey, what's in those vials? Hey, the prayers of the saints. Along with the judgments of Yahweh Shai, man. Why? Because he's avenging the blood of his children. And who are his children? The Israelites. Who are the Israelites? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which they are the saints, which they are Jerusalem, which they are Zion. All code words. Verse 10, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. And does that mean it's gonna be a damn city coming up out of the sky, landing on earth? No, man. This is talking about the people. Like I stated once, hey man, like I stated before, Jerusalem is a people before a place, man. So that's literally going to be the Israelites, the elected in the 1/3, coming up out of the chariots, coming down out of the sky from the chariots, coming down onto earth, man, and claiming their rightful spot, man, which is to be on top, to rule this earth in righteousness, man, with a rod of iron. Meaning, if your ass ain't doing what's right according to Yahweh Ba'ashem, according to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, your ass will be judged, man. That's what's gonna be happening, man. Ain't gonna be none of this goddamn wicked ass shit that you see out here in Esau's kingdom. And when I say Esau's kingdom, I'm talking about the so-called white man, because that's who got rulership on this earth at this present time. All right, ain't gonna be none of this, all this lawlessness that you see today. All this damn, you only live once and do whatever you want, do whatever you feel. You know what I'm saying? Do as thou wilt, spirit. Nah, all that shit getting crushed and put away, man. Your ass get out of line, your ass is gonna get judged. If you ain't doing according to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, off with your fucking head, man. That's how it's gonna go in our kingdom, man. Point blank, period. Verse 11, having the glory of God, her light was like unto a stone, most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. And this is also giving you how beautiful the kingdom of heaven is going to be. Although this is twofold. So this, not only is this talking about the people, but it's also giving you how the city is going to look, man. All right, because like I said, the city that's coming out of the heavens, that's actually the people. But then when it goes into explaining how the city is going to look, this is how the city going to look. This is how we're going to build the city. Well, we ain't building shit. This is how you damn heathens going to build our city, man. Y'all going to bring us all the precious items of the earth, man, to build the kingdom of heaven, man. Man, we're going to be living, hey, man, the shit that we're going to be able to complete and do is going to make this society that Esau has look like pure shit. You can't even fathom how our cities and our country's gonna look, man. How beautiful the greenery gonna look, man. When everything is back in order like it's supposed to be. How clear the water is gonna look when everything is back in order without Esau going around here polluting water and shit and all the other various mad scientist bullshit he does, man. Verse 11, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. You see that? So this is who the kingdom is for, man. It's for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. It ain't say the 12 tribes of all the nations of the world. No, man. It said the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is going to be our kingdom. This is going to be our rulership, man. These other nations, they already had their time. That's what this kingdom was for right here. This kingdom was made for many. The next kingdom is made for few, man. And who are the few? The children of Israel, man. Verse 13. On the east, 3 gates. On the north, 3 gates. On the south, 3 gates. On the west, 3 gates. What's that? 4 times 3, right? Equals 12. That's 12 gates, man. It's 12 tribes of Israel, right? Look at that. We all each got a gate. Ain't no other nations walking up in there, skipping and hopping and holding hands with you, man. That ain't gonna happen, man. Sorry. That ain't in this book. Sorry they told you lies, man. Go take it up with your Pastor Pork Chop that's in your harlot house. Verse 14. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb, which are the 12 disciples, all right, of Yahushua. And he that taught with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the walls thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. He measured the wall thereof, and 144 cubits, according to a measure of a man, that is of the angel. And as you can see, everything that he measured was what? 12. Then he 144,000. So what is that talking about, man? 144 cubits. 144,000. 12,000 men from each 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. It's 12 tribes of Israel, right? That's why you got the 12. So everything is 12 or everything is 144 which represents the Israelites, man. So ain't no heathen nations skipping and hopping and holding hands with you going up into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? These people is finna be on the outside looking in, man. All right? They're going to be out there in cotton fields picking and doing whatever the else hell we tell them to do, man. These people finna get oppressed for 1,000 years, man. This is what they gonna get. And then after 1,000 years, they get to go back to their own lands and do their thing, man. But according to as we tell them, man. And Esau, you goddamn so-called white man, your ass is gonna get eradicated, man. No longer shall we see you after those 1,000 years, man. Whether you like it, believe it or not, point blank period, that's what's gonna happen, man. Thus says Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Take it up with the Father. Verse 18. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. Man, you see that shit, man? Man, you see how we finna be living, man? Psh, I'm telling you, you can't this shit. You can't even vision this shit. This shit gonna be so crazy, man. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third Caledony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius. Man, I don't know how to say these damn words. That's how crazy it is, man. These stones, man, come on, man. The seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th, who knows, coral sparrows, the 11th jacinth, the 12th amethyst. Man, listen, man. The goddamn stones I don't even know how to say the name of. That's how crazy it's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, man. That place is gonna be shining, man. All right, and all these stones, man, they do something to your body too, man. These stones have different gifts, you know what I'm saying, to give you a certain vibration in your body, man. So, man, people gonna be feeling, man, energetic, looking good, man. Hey, man, people bodies gonna be on a whole nother level, man. People be thinking these women out here look good, man. In the kingdom, these women gonna be bad, man. Like these women out here, man, they eating all manner of fucking unclean food and shit, died all fucked up, bathing in all kind of polluted water that Esau got us fucking bathing in, man. Listen, man, in the kingdom of heaven, man, man, niggas is gonna listen, man. Listen, man, we're gonna be looking good, man, and feeling good, man. You best believe that shit. This shit finna be on a whole nother level, man. Verse 21. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of one pearl. And the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass, man. You're gonna be able to see yourself in the glass, man, when you're walking, man. In the gold, that is, when you're walking, man. Gold so pure you can see yourself, man. I might just have fucking all gold bathroom, just transparent glass, all gold bathroom, just gold looking like it's mirrors. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That shit gonna be gangster. No, we with it. Verse 22. And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it. That's right, man. Ain't gonna be no need of temple. Why is that? Because the temple, they're gonna dwell in our temple. And what is the temple? Our body, man. Like I said, man. The rules, the regulations, the commandments, they already gonna be in us, man. We ain't gonna ever go off again, man. All right, this is why our kingdom shall stand forever and ever and ever, man. No longer shall we go off in another nation, get in the rulership, get in the power, man, because we went off. Nah, man. Listen, man, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, God Almighty, and the Lamb, they gonna dwell in us, man. They already gonna be in the temple of it, man. They're gonna dwell in our temple, man. Our body is the temple, so therefore we ain't gonna need no temple, man. And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. That's right, man. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, and we're gonna be, man. Listen, man. Our mind is gonna be so open to knowledge that this current world has no idea about, man. People be getting all fucking mesmerized by fucking Esau weak ass technology. Listen, man. The mind frame that we're gonna have, man, when our mind get open, man, our technology gonna make this fucking bullshit technology Esau dealing with look like fucking a fucking Sega Genesis compared to a damn Xbox 80. Imagine the Xbox 80 coming out compared to a damn Sega Genesis. Hey, man, that's how much of a difference our technology gonna be compared to this bullshit technology, man. We ain't gonna need no sun, no moon, meaning no wisdom and knowledge, man. We're gonna have all of it, man. The Most High is gonna unlock our brain, boy. Hey, man, we're gonna be able to talk to motherfuckers through telekinesis and all kind of shit, man. This shit finna be extra crazy around here, man. Be able to slap somebody up by just thinking about it. You may see Esau fucking up in the field. You might, man, let me slap the shit out of this motherfucker. And you ain't got to go slap him physically. You just do it with your mind and shit. Just knock his ass out, man. That's how crazy shit gonna be, man. Verse 24. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it. And the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. You see that? This is what these other nations gonna be doing. They gonna be bringing their glory into our kingdom, meaning they're gonna be bringing their gifts into our kingdom. Anything we want, they gonna make it and bring it to us, man. This is what the other nations gonna be doing, man. They ain't gonna be inside the kingdom of heaven, all right, living it up with us, drinking and being married. No, they gonna be on the outside looking in, working, man. To the slave fields you go, man, for 1,000 years, man. This is what the other nations gonna be doing, man. And if they don't want to stay in line and walk right, guess what? We're gonna judge their ass, man. Gonna judge their ass with a rod of iron, man. Iron rule, man. One world government, man. The real new world order, man. Headed by Yahweh. Then second, Yahweh Shai. Third, King David, man. And then the 144,000 men. All right, and then the rest of Israel, man. This is how it's gonna roll, man. That's the new. This is the new world order, man. The true new world order, man. That's what's gonna be established upon this earth. Verse 25. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there, man. There, man. Hey, man, listen. Constant importing, man. We taking in everything. importing everything, baby. We're gonna be the real consumer. Hey, y'all, everybody think America is a consumer nation. Hey, man, went to the kingdom of heaven, aka the kingdom of Israel, get established, man. We're gonna be the real consumer nation, man. These other nations gonna be bringing goods in day and night, man. Day and night. It will not be. Hey, listen, it will not be a shortage of employment in our kingdom. You damn heathens will always be employed. You do not have to worry about being employed. Your ass will be employed. Trust and believe that. Verse 26. And that shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it. Verse 27. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie. You see that? And this is why these other nations can't come in, man. All right. You can't enter the kingdom of heaven unless you're an Israelite, man. That's the only way, man. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. You see that? And who's written in the Lamb's book of life? The Israelites. All right, the elect in the 1/3, and through the elect in the 1/3, the 2/3 that shall die on this side shall be reborn into the kingdom of heaven. So how the hell these other nations thinking they gonna get into the kingdom of heaven? It ain't gonna happen, man. Your ass is not gonna make it. Your ass is gonna be on the outside looking in, and the only thing you're gonna be doing is bringing your glory, all right, your goods, your items into our kingdom, and getting your ass footed to back out. You know what I'm saying? You only there to work and leave and go back to the fields and work again, man. This is what you're going to be doing, man, for 1,000 years, man. And anytime you damn nations try to get out of pocket, get out of line, we're going to check your ass, man. And that check is going to come in the form of a judgment, man, which may be death, man. So this is how it's going to roll in the kingdom of heaven, man, which is the kingdom of Israel, which is to come, man. All right. So for 1,000 years, this is what you heathens got to look forward to. And then after 1,000 years, you get to go back to your lands, man. But unfortunately for Esau, the so-called white man, you ain't got no land to go to. And you done fucked up the earth so much, and Yahweh so pissed off at you that he won't even allow you to be buried in this earth. So you ain't got no lands to go to. You ain't got no. He don't want you to be buried in the earth. So guess what? You gonna be sent to the fire, man. You gonna get burnt toast, man. This is where the so-called white man is headed. So-called white man, wife, child. This is where you headed after 1,000 years, man. All right. After your 1,000-year punishment, you gonna get all bundled together like some damn sticks and get thrown into the fire, man. And no more Esau. All right. This is your future, man. Don't get mad at me. Hey, get mad at yourself. All right. I ain't tell you little simple ass to do all the things that you did to God's chosen people, which that's what I am. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have easily, man. Hey, listen, man. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, according to your father, if your father is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, hey, listen, you better be giving that man a goddamn hug and a kiss right now, man. Because you could have been any other nation, and the outlook would be terrible, especially if your dad is a goddamn so-called white man. Oh my goodness, boy. Man. But if your dad is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, hey, you need to put some, hey, man, you need to be giving this man a hug and a kiss right now, man. Because you are indeed an Israelite, man. And your forecast and your outlook is looking good, man. It's greatness coming to you, man. Whether you know it, believe it, like it or not.